Regarding Guelfi's breath distribution, as a baritone, it is not perfect. His breath distribution is between 8 and 4, which still lacks some of the full-bodied quality that a baritone should have. Jussi Bjorling also had his breath distribution between 8 and 4, but for him, the forward position was the highest limit. If a singer could maintain their breath in this position while singing, it would be acceptable. When I listen to Guelfi, I always feel like his power is a bit insufficient. Of course, I greatly admire him, and his later vocal teaching is very engaging. Why haven't I studied him in detail? Because he was always with his predecessor, Corelli. My view is that singers influence each other. If your collaborative partner has correct breath support and a low vocal placement, you tend to learn from each other. Corelli's shouting influenced Tebaldi's shouting later on. Indeed, Guelfi's collaboration with Corelli likely had a negative influence on him. However, he always adhered to the principles of Italian Bel Canto. In fact, Guelfi's vocal production is completely different from Corelli's. Guelfi would teach his students not to shout in their mouths, yet he never corrected Corelli's mistakes. That is the only thing I am not satisfied with. But he is still a great artist.
Lo scalpita, i sonagli squillano, schioppi la frusta in là. Soffia il vento gelido, cada l'acqua nevichi, a me che cosa fa? Il cavallo scalpita, i sonagli squillano, schioppi la frusta in là. Schioppi la frusta in là. In là.
Giangiacomo Guelfi was one of the few Italian dramatic baritones who truly inherited the tradition of bel canto. His singing technique and artistry earned widespread acclaim in the musical world, particularly for his impeccable control of tone and dramatic expression. Here are some additional praises and evaluations of his artistry. 1. Perfect vocal placement. Guelfi's vocal technique is exemplary. Through his subtle smile and slightly widened mouth shape, he naturally positioned his voice in the resonant zones between the chest and head cavities, avoiding excessive reliance on nasal or oral resonance. His sound was always anchored below the vocal cords, a method that ensured depth, richness, and clarity while avoiding unnecessary tension or throat strain. 2. a blend of power and lyricism. As a dramatic baritone, Guelfi displayed tremendous volume and penetrating power, allowing him to shine above large orchestral accompaniments. At the same time, he possessed a rare ability to express subtlety and beauty, making his lyrical passages equally moving. He masterfully combined dramatic force with tender emotional expression. Number 3, commanding stage presence. Guelfi's stage presence was extraordinary. With his striking voice and dramatic intensity, he gave life to every character he portrayed. In roles such as Macbeth, Scarpia, and Rigoletto, he vividly captured the characters' inner conflicts and emotional layers. On stage, Guelfi was the embodiment of authority and power, leaving audiences deeply immersed in his performances. 4. Purity and naturalness of sound. Critics have described Guelfi's voice as a pure spring, devoid of unnecessary embellishments or artificiality. His breath control was superb, allowing his tone to flow effortlessly and naturally. From the deep resonance of his low notes to the brilliance of his highs, his singing was both powerful and unstrained. This natural and fluid quality is the core of the bel canto tradition and one of Guelfi's defining traits. Number 5. Faithful to the bel canto tradition, Guelfi's singing remained faithful to the principles of the Italian bel canto. He respected the structure and beauty of the music, never overpowering it with excessive force. His voice was always elegant, perfectly embodying the essence of bel canto, a harmonious blend of strength and grace. 6. Influence on fellow singers. As a baritone, Guelfi's technique and style had a significant impact on his peers and successors. He demonstrated that even dramatic singers could maintain elegance and flexibility, inspiring many to follow in his footsteps. Guelfi's artistry represented the pinnacle of both technical mastery and musical expression. His voice and interpretations remain a shining echo of the golden age of Italian opera, solidifying his place as one of the most outstanding dramatic baritones in history.